My name is Michael Seaver. I'm 23 years old and I have Asperger syndrome.
Okay. What treatment did you get for it? Did you go to speech? You worked with Brad Mason?
I didn't really need speech so much as I needed occupational therapy to kind of try and help work with my tippy toe walking. But other than that, I kind of had, was put in some special ed classes to help me deal with my social skills. That's really all I needed. I didn't need any language. I was pretty proficient in language, and anything academic I was pretty proficient. It was just socially.
What are the characteristics of autism or Asperger's that you have?
Well, let me put it to you this way. In my case, a lot of people with Asperger's are like this. Having Asperger's is like having stage fright in social situations. You just panic, you freak out, you start acting up, you don't know how to behave, you just feel like you don't fit in. You just feel like a misfit for the most part. And just trying to think what else is a good way to describe it, but it's like having stage fright 24/7, basically.
So it's in social situations, not academically.
Oh no, having Asperger's, most people with Asperger's actually tend to excel academically. It's why it's known as high functioning autism. Because
what is the difference between high functioning and Asperger's?
Asperger's is high functioning autism. At full blown autism is where you tend to not do so well. Like you have no speech abilities whatsoever.
In my class, I've heard that a lot of people with Asperger's don't like the label high functioning autism because it's different, but there isn't a difference.
I was pretty sure it was the same.
I don't know the difference. That's my question for you.
I thought they said Asperger's was also known as high functioning.
Okay, so how does this make you feel? In social situations and stuff.
Well, I've grown a lot. If you had ever seen what I was like in elementary school, you would have thought I was almost closer to being full-blown autism because I was avoiding people. So, like, I would always play by myself at the playground. I would always, trying to think what else. I still tend to talk to myself a lot, but, that's just, I don't know, just a quirk.
Do you have stimming behaviors?
I play with a little string a lot, but that's the only really stimming behavior I do.
And has it affected your ability to make friends?
Not really. People ask about it first, but once they get to know me, they don't seem to care.
And you have good friends that you've had for a while?
Yeah.
Okay. So, benefits from therapy helped a lot. Therapy helped a lot. You wouldn't be where you were without it. What other benefits?
Well, let's see. I'm trying to think. Just can't really think of any benefits, really.
Did you have other stimming behaviors before just the string?
I used to play in dirt a lot, but I don't do that anymore. Yeah. When I was a kid. That was like more when I was a kid.
When you were a kid, was it a lot harder because kids weren't as understanding?
Oh yeah, it's a definite must.
Do you have family history of autism?
Don't really have a family history. I have a half brother that also has Asperger's, but that's about it.
Do you think it affected your parents differently? What did they think of it?
Not much.
Yeah. Educationally, you're a graduate student at Texas State, so you're not having any problems there.
No.
Emotionally,
can't really think of emotionally. I just feel like sometimes I lose my temper at times just because I get a little frustrated when things get too chaotic for me to handle. Like, I don't know. The other day I got really mad because the dogs knocked over a CD tower over there because they were just being so clumsy, and somebody placed it right by the doggy door where they come in, and so it really made me angry because somebody just put it there and didn't bother to put it where I preferred to put it, because that way the dogs can't knock it over.
And so you got angry. How did you, deal with it after you were angry? Do you have...
I just try and go to my room or something to cool down, sort of. I get real frustrated when things just get beyond my control. Mm-hmm. Or I just feel like somebody is just being careless, and then something like that happens. Yeah.
And social situations?
I tend to do okay in social situations. Sometimes I don't know, just sometimes I tend to be a little awkward, but for the most part, people still converse with me.
Mm-hmm. You're not shy? Or...
I'm not shy, and I'm still willing to converse with people.
Mm-hmm. What advice do you have for people working with this population?
Like people who work with them professionally.
Mm-hmm.
You mean?
For speech, we do role play for pragmatic issues, like meeting people in the lunchroom for elementary age kids and stuff.
I can't really think of any advice because I don't really connect with elementary age people that much anymore. Yeah. So I wouldn't know exactly what advice to give.
What was helpful for you when you were that age?
To be honest, I don't remember. It's been so long. I don't remember anything like what I did to.
Okay. Well, what about I don't know, things that people think about autism but aren't true? Like for Asperger's, a lot of times people would think cognitively you wouldn't be on par with everyone else, but obviously
no, we tend to. That's like I've said before. We tend to excel. But in some cases, we actually are smarter than. In fact, I've made the
IQs are normally higher for people.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yes, that's. So is that
a common misconception
that people have
just people with a disability or a disorder? Mm-hmm. I think that goes along with it.
So the misconception is people with Asperger's do have it or don't have.
Well, would actually excel in educational setting, whereas a lot of people who don't know very much about it might not know that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people wouldn't know that.
What about, just tell me more about what you think about it.
What do you mean, what do I think about it?
How does it affect your everyday life?
Doesn't really affect it that much at all.
Hello.
Shh, we're interviewing. I don't know if we can cut that out, because I don't know. I can only know how to chop off the end, and I don't know if we can do the middle.
Oh, it's okay. I can just play wherever.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'll just catch the times. Yeah, so any stories you've had of I don't know, just tell me about it so my class can learn more about you and how it affects your everyday life. School, freshman year going to college, living in a dorm, what was that like?
It wasn't terrible. It was definitely an eye-opening experience for me, but it wasn't terrible, in a bad way. It was a good way. I learned a lot, how to deal with people in a setting like that, and such. It's we're always learning new things. In the dorm, let's see. In the dorm, I socialized with a lot of friends. I sometimes hang out and went to parties with them. And can't really think of anything else. Just it was kind of I fit in almost immediately, to be honest. I really have problems per se.
So what was the most difficult age? Obviously when you were younger.
Yeah, but obviously when I was in my elementary age was probably the toughest. Middle school wasn't that much better, but it was a little better. It was a step up where people started to finally think I was pretty cool. And high school was definitely a step up.